Good day, everybody. I am here with Reverend Beverly Seeley Knight, who is the scripture teacher for the the junior school at St. Gabriel's School, affectionately known as Rev Bev. That sounds like a superstar name, Rev Bev. So welcome to the St. Gabriel's family. You're only one term in, so let me begin by just introducing yourself and give us a little bit about who you are outside of St. Gabriel's School.
Yes. So I am the Reverend Beverly Seeley Knight, as was stated just now. Thank you. I go by Rev Bev, but of course, since I've been at St. Gabriel, they've given me a number of names like Miss Beverly as one of them, or Miss Rev Bev. Right. So I've got a number of titles, so just loving it. So I'm one of those kind of people who I'm driven. I just simply have to be doing something. It's my nature. I'm not the kind of person who would say, no, that's not the first word which comes out of my mouth. It's usually yes, and then I figure out how I'm going to get it done afterwards. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but that's me. Wherever I can help or fit in, you just simply have to call my name, and I'm there. I won't call myself a perfectionist. I used to be, but I've learned how to hang back a little bit. My passion definitely is being in the midst of children. So anything that's happening where youth are involved, children are, I'm there. Right. I guess it's because it's the little child in me. And that gives me a very good excuse then to be that way, to do all those kind of things that children would do. Actually, I promised the juniors that I'm going to next term, I'm going to bring my skip rope. So,
what? I look forward to that, Rev.
Keep me in your prayers, please.
I certainly will. I certainly will.
Good. I like dancing. I'm learning to play the guitar. My next achievement will be the drums. I've done a little bit of podcasting and some writing. I've done some classes in those. I'm not yet an artist, but I believe that there's an artist in me, and I'm going to sort of work at that. And I'm into sports.
What?
I would like to think that I'm an athlete, but I think I'm better at, just on the sidelines. But I believe I could challenge you in a good session of netball. And I did promise the PE teacher that I'm going to be joining him next term, because I realized that we pretty much had a couple of coaching sessions in netball. So I'm going to be joining the juniors next term doing those sort of things. So that's me. I love being outdoors. I love colors. And I think I'm a poet. I like Shakespeare, tons. And I put myself into thinking that I can sing.
Whoa. Well, that's quite an impressive combination of talents and skills, Rev Bev. I'm sure that a lot of teachers will be calling on you for some assistance. I can see the music teacher asking for a little help. I can see all kinds of teachers, the drama teachers, and everybody asking for some help from you. But obviously, your passion, you are a reverend by profession. How long have you been a reverend?
I have been in the ordained ministry for about 27 years now. I was one of the first women ordained in the Anglican Church. There were two of us, the Reverend Dr. Sonia Hyde. Yes. Thank you so much. Before that, I was a legal secretary, and then I did a stint at my own church as a program director. So I did quite a few things before I reached there, but I would have to say that church ministry, my passion. Thanks.
Incredible, incredible. Well, you have a lot of skills. So, I was just saying St. Gabriel's has some superstar names. You got Sally Steele, that sounds like a movie star.
Yeah.
You have Lauren Warren, that sounds like a movie star. And now we got Rev Bev. So we may have to do a movie, star the three of you, we'll see, right?
I think so. Yes, a musical will be good.
A musical, there's a great idea. So we will see. So Rev Bev, I know you've only been here for a term, but how has it been for the first term? And, give me a little bit of, some cool things that have happened this term. I know it's only been half the term, back face to face, but how has it been? The kids seem to really be taking to you, and they're really enjoying the scripture lesson. So tell me a little bit about the term.
Yes. First, I would have to admit that the staff, the teachers made it so easy for me. They really did. So I want to say thank you and kudos to the staff and the teachers for making me feel like part of the family. And in terms of the children, oh my gosh, what can I say? They're some of the most polite children that I have met, respectful. And I have this little support room, and I found out now that they gather during break or lunchtime, and they come, they sit, they have a conversation with me, and sometimes they're working out their own little problems. And I'm just there mentoring, you know. And sometimes they come in and they're teaching themselves. They're taking advantage of the like board here, and you know, so they're working on their sums, and I'm just looking over their shoulder to make sure that they're doing it correctly. And so my little room now has become their little go-to place. I enjoy the fact that, you know, wherever I go on the compound, they acknowledge me. So I'm here, Miss Rev Bev or Rev Bev, or, you know, whatever names they have for me, and they take time to have conversations with me. I love that. And just yesterday, they allowed me to know that I'm actually creeping up on their list of favorites. That I think I'm in number 5 position, and they told me if I keep up with that, you know, I may just get up to number 1. So I said, oh, I'm on your speed dial list. But they do love scripture, and I like the interaction, and I would have to say as well that they ask some very deep questions. These questions are quite profound. So I promised them that I will collate a panel, and I'm going to bring them in next term, and they will answer a number of the questions. So the questions I've had would be, you know, what is the secret of life? What's the meaning of life? What's the meaning of happiness, or the secret of happiness? They've asked about death, you know, how do you deal with that? They've asked me about God, you know, Jesus was God's son, why did he have to die? So all of these deep theological questions they're asking, and I love that because it says that they're thinking, they are impacted by life. We think that children don't have their own issues, but they do have their issues. For us, they're small things, but for them, I think that's one way to, you know, when I think about it, that we take it for granted, but this is actually when they're trying to work out their own little issues. This is a way in which they are learning to relate to the world and relationships. So I'm very happy when they're very open and sharing, you know, and being very honest. And that's one of the other things I love, that their honesty allows me then to direct the scripture class in an area which would allow them to think and to see the importance of having a really good attitude about things, even when things are difficult. Building their virtues and you know, morale, having these thoughts about morality, etc., about friendships and families. You know, what do you do when your sister teases you? You know, how do you relate? How do you respond? So when we were looking at the temptations, for example, I said, okay, you're tempted to do this, aren't you? So how do you manage that? So as I teach scripture, I bring in the realities, so as to help them see the connection. And I get the impression that it's really helping them in terms of their own growth and maturity as students.
Well, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. And I find that especially in the Easter term and the Christmas term, obviously, you know, the scripture teachings become very, very practical and very real. So my little ones were asking over and over, you know, why did Jesus die and how did he come back to life? And you know, so they're very, very keen and very interested, and particularly around Easter, actually. I find even more so than Christmas. Christmas, they're more thinking about Santa Claus, right? whereas for Easter, they're deeply into the whole Bible story, you know, and so they seem very impacted by it, from my little 4-year-old daughter right back up to the boys, you know, who are 8. So great job, Rev Bev, you're doing an amazing job. Obviously, St. Gabriel's is an Anglican school, so we are rooted in religion. We do, however, have other kids from other religions. We have kids who are Muslims, and we're very respectful of everybody. So I know you can keep that into account with your spiritual teachings as well. So at the end of the day, Rev Bev, we just want to say that we are very grateful for you. We are grateful to have you on board. Our school song in the 3rd verse has a line that says, "Every day, kindness and love, we give thanks to God above." And that is purposely written into our song because it's a core to what we are, who we are. So thank you so much, Rev Bev. Can you end by just telling us who you are? You love St. Gabriel's, and that will be a wrap, my friend.
Yes, I am the Reverend Beverly Seeley Knight, Rev Bev or Miss Rev or Miss Beverly. And I would have to say that I love St. Gabriel's School. Awesome.
Thank you so much and welcome to the family. You are the newest member of the team and we are so grateful to have you. So you stay safe, have a wonderful day, and thank you so much for taking your time.
Thank you.
All right, have a wonderful day and blessings to you, my friend.
Likewise.
This is the St. Gabriel song, and we sing it proud and strong. We are one family. Every culture, every race, we all have an equal space, and we live in unity. It's unity every day, that is the St. Gabriel's way. You and me in unity is strength. In the class and when we play, it's unity every day. You and me in unity is strength.